Alabama the Beautiful. So we're back out on the trail. We started at Porter's Gap this morning. Fireball, he texted me earlier in the week about potentially coming out and hiking some sections on the Pinhoti. So it worked with my schedule, and here we are. So I'm crossing through one of the rocky tops here on the Pinhoti. It's beautiful. Our original plan was to actually come out here on Friday, on New Year's Day, and hike from Bull Gap down to about Scotts Lake. And the weather forecast was calling for thunderstorms for most of the day. I think it ended up not really thunderstorming. It was just spotty showers. And where I live in Birmingham, it didn't rain at all. And it was sunny and actually warm. Too warm for my liking, but so I felt like I almost wasted a day that I could have been hiking. But you know, didn't want to be out here in thunderstorms. We're up on the ridges, and not that we're the tallest thing. We do have tree cover. Got a message out to everybody, and the consensus was, yeah, let's hold off. Let's just meet up at Adams Gap on Saturday morning and just do an overnighter. We're still doing a nice section of the Pinhoti, section 4, I believe it is. I'll check and see. I'll confirm that. But this is really an underrated section. I think you just don't see a lot of videos on YouTube of this section with all the rocky tops and the Talladega Creek Bridge, Burgess Point, and then just side of the mountain hiking. But this is a really nice section. It's a dry section, so make sure that you every time you run across a water source, you camel up. I think we're going to be coming up on Talladega Creek Bridge here shortly, and we're going to camel up for that. Drink as much as we can and fill up our container, or fill up our bottles, and then head on. We've got some water cached up at Clairmont Springs in about a liter, and then a little further down the trail, right before we're going to camp, where the trail crosses over, we cached some more water for tonight's dry camp up on top of Burgess Point at the fire tower foundation. Never camped there. I'm really excited to get up there and set up and take in hopefully the mountain views, kind of like what we've got here around us. We're out of the woods for a moment, and we're hiking down the Talladega Creek Bridge. I don't know what it is about this mountain road. It's very, very charming or appealing, I guess. I don't know why. I guess because it gives you a little variation in the trail. It's just a short road walk. So we're coming up on the Talladega Creek Bridge. We're gonna stop here and drink all of our water and camel up. Oh, I get to use my new Be Free water filter. I'm pumped about that. I got it for Christmas. Wife got it for me. I'm going from the Sawyer Squeeze Mini, Micro, and now I'm doing the Be Free water filter, the Catadine. So I'm pumped about that. Stretch, he had it on our Smokies trip, and I really got to inspect it then. And I've had it in my hand a couple times at REI, and I put it back, and my hands put it back, but I finally got it, so I'm gonna use it. Good thing, because it looks like the water is a little murky. Okay, first attempt on the new Be Free bag. Not even squeezing it, it's pouring out. It's awesome. Nice. beautiful day on the Pinhoti Trail, my home trail. Got a nice little camp area here, right on the trail. Great water source is running. It may be suspect in the summer months, but right now it is flowing nicely. Beautiful. Feels like I caught up with the guys after my wardrobe change. Looks like they're having lunch. Yes, please. Forgotten how much I hate this little section. Oh, when these rocks are loose. Almost ate it right there. You just got to take your time going through this section. When you're hiking the Pinhoti, it's an ankle injury waiting to happen. You'll get a small reprieve here and there, and then it'll start all over again. glad to be out of the rock garden. That was the rock garden on the Pinhoti. When you're hiking through it or trail running through it, just take your time going through, because I mean, there's injuries waiting to happen, and I'm sure there's been many in that little section. But wow. Made it to Clairmont Gap. It's where we dropped the water this morning. Crossing over 600 here. All right, so we'll make this final push. How many miles we got left? 3 miles to Burgess Point. So we're gonna get on the trail. It's currently 2:30. It feels a lot later, but we're gonna get on the trail and get the campsite and just enjoy it. Alabama the Beautiful. Coming up on a Forest Service Road 600, crossing over it. This is where we left our cache, our water cache this morning. So we're gonna grab that, go up on top of Burgess Point, and camp the night away. Coming up on where we stashed everything. We've gotten camp somewhat set up. We're up on top of Burgess Point, and it is very rocky. This is where an old fire tower used to be, and supposedly, when you look on the Pinhoti Trail Alliance description of up here, it reads large campsite. I don't know if it was talking about the road that comes up to it. There is a flat area down there, but it's completely grown up, and it's got briars and just a ton of stuff just growing up. So, but we came up here at the very apex of Burgess Point and set up. So you can see behind me I got my duplex, Fireball's got his, Brad's got his Altaplex set up, and then you got Crow and Saw set up over there. But finding a level spot in this area is kind of difficult, actually. I'm surprised. I guess back when this was a functioning fire observation area, which is a great area, by the way. I mean, you can see all the way around. I mean, it's 360 degree views. It was probably all cut down and manicured and everything, but right now it is not. So we're going to finish getting set up, and then we are going to try to figure out where we're going to put a fire, because there's plenty of firewood up here to choose from, and we're going to get a fire going. So Fireball fiddled up a fiddleworm. Look how long that guy is. He's even curled up at the end. He's a good 14, 15 inches long. Up here where we are, we had to drive our stakes in to the ground, and it's nothing but rock up here. So I think all the vibration got him to come up. God, that is neat. Look how long he is. He just wants to get back into the ground. Well, that wraps up day 1 of 1 1/4. This is a very short hike that we were doing. As I'd spoken of earlier, our plans got kind of changed with weather and everything, but yeah, this is the end of day 1. It's very cold up here once you get away from the fire. I'm all bundled up. I've got multiple layers on. I've got my puffy on. I'm already starting to feel really hot, so I don't know how long I'm going to keep this puffy on, but as of right now, I've got it on. I may end up putting it on my feet. I don't know how cold it is, but it is. You can see my breath. It is cold. So I guess that's it. We'll go ahead and shut this down and go to sleep, and we'll wake up in the morning. We should have a pretty good sunrise, provided it's nice and clear. The moon is over behind me. You can't see it from in here. I don't know how well. I tried to video it. I don't know how well you'll be able to see that, but it's nice and bright. It's not full. It's getting there, but it's a nice orangey hue to it, and it's a nice clear evening and very calm as far as wind goes. We'll see you guys in the morning. Thanks for coming along today, and I guess good night. Good morning, Pinhoti Trail. It's a chilly morning up here in Burgess Point, just off of the Pinhoti Trail, which is right down there. Slept okay last night. It's never really as comfortable as sleeping in your own bed at home, but for being out here sleeping on a sleep mat, I think I slept pretty well. It got really cold last night. I got plenty of layers on. I stayed very warm in my sleeping bag, but it did get cold up here, and the wind did start blowing some up here on this very apex of this mountain. We've only got about 3 miles or so to Adams Gap, where we have vehicles parked. We did shuttle yesterday from Adams Gap down to Porter's Gap, and we're going to I guess get camp broken down and get on the trail and get back to our vehicles, and that'll end this trip. Okay, so right here we cross over Forest Service Road 600. We're gonna jump back onto the Pinhoti. We'll probably be in the wind most of the time on this side of the mountain.